now going to very precisely alter the shape of the headers. Back for some more redneck shenanigans. I've recently been on the onlines and buying some stuff for this old girl. So yeah, this week, all we're gonna get done is engine bay, firewall, wheel well, stuff like that cleaned up. And then next week we will finish the floor, putting carpet in it, stuff like that. Start working on the bed. One other thing I forgot to add is we've had these bushings, body mounts, whatever you want to call them, laying around the shop for a while. And the only ones I replaced were the ones on the telepanel. So we'll probably start doing that little as we go. I'm going to start off with this wheelhouse, then the front clip, and then we'll go from there and see where we're at. See if we can catch tetanus today. Okay. We got half of them out. Ow. Now that we just got the one, and it's definitely gonna have to be cut. Alright. Yeah, no. Alright. Why? I guess I'm left with no choice. There she goes. All right. There was 3 bolts coming from the bottom through here. And then there's 2. One here, one there. Look at that. Scrap metal, baby. Look at all the room for activities. I think we got lucky with this, with the frame and how little it's rusted, considering how rusted out the floorboards and stuff like that were. You know, it's missing these exhaust bolts. Let's just hope that there's not busted off studs in there. Time to very gently remove the old exhaust. Wasn't much, but we got it all. Step, engine bay. Gonna remove the exhaust manifold, or anything and everything that we're not using, and everything that we can get out of the way so we can clean and paint the frame right. Get rid of all this electrical harness stuff because it's been converted to carburetor. So, well, might even take the valve covers off, get them cleaned up, spiffied up, painted up. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to take y'all in here and show you what we got done so far. We got is a charcoal canister maybe. I don't, got the AC and all the AC stuff that was here out of there, the bracket. Minus this bolt. I can't get it out. Oh wait, you know, I probably can now. I took the valve cover off, so yeah, I got the bolt out. Got the exhaust manifold off. I took off the spark plug wires because I'm gonna replace the spark plugs and wires while we're here, mazel. And took off the valve cover. I just got it sitting on here to kind of protect it from stuff right now. But once I get to a point of stopping, I'm gonna do both valve covers. I'm gonna clean them up, paint them up, re-gasket them, clean up all this, replace the shock, paint the frame, start cleaning up the firewall. Nice and easy. One of the exhaust bolts was broken, so we're gonna have to fix that. Not a big deal. I don't know how much of this is supposed to be like this, but I know that isn't right. The fuel line coming up to the regulator, zip tied. Then they got this braided line, hose clamped here, and hose clamped again. So we're gonna do something about that. Now I'm just using diesel, brake clean, and a wire attachment. Come on, cordless drill. I'm gonna clean up these valve covers, get them ready for paint. All right, so we got them hit with the wire wheel and diesel, some brake clean, the red Scotch-Brite. This one's a little bit more rusted than that one. Engine primer, BHT. Engine metallic. While we're waiting for that paint to dry, cure, I'm gonna go ahead and take this front clip off now. That I did to get the front clip off. You've got this line right here. It goes up to the cooler. I'm assuming it's like a transmission or power steering cooler. I haven't checked yet. God dang it. I'm gonna disconnect this big hose. I'm gonna disconnect this metal line to the rubber hose that goes up to the front. I'm gonna take that off and take off this big one right here, the lower hose. And you also disconnected this. I believe this is some type of cooler line, metal fitting. An upper right coolant hose and this broken ass thing here. Also disconnected the ground. It's connected to it right here. And I want to make a note. This one was tucked in here. That goes to your overflow. This one goes to like, I'm guessing, this one goes to like, I'm guessing the heater core. Okay, update. You had a ground wire on your red ground. Makes sense. Came up to here, which you just cut. You had, let me start over here with this actually. Wiring harness coming in through here. Lights connected to it. Also ground. And then comes in and down. Your horn connected through. Your other horn connected through. And then your other lights. And then that ground over here all connected. All right, if these body mount bolts are anything like the other body mount bolts I've removed or seen so far, these things are gonna be very, very troublesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, what's going on? I don't know if I'm getting it or I'm just stripping it. I might have broken it. Oh yeah, I definitely broke it. Maybe I should have left them. I have the engine hoist hooked up to this clip because I don't really know how heavy it is. I mean, the radiator and the shroud and everything is still hooked up to it. I just drained the radiator, so is that gonna come off now though? Try not to bring in the engine hoist out, but I just didn't know. Right here. Should have slowed down there a little bit. Oh yeah, we're looking good. It's not bad. I definitely could have done it. Definitely could have looked at it myself. Nice. So a couple things that did for us. There's plenty of room to access, the rest of this to take it off. I mean, which I didn't need to. The only reason I really wanted to take it off was for these mounts, these bushings, and so I could really clean and paint the frame right here. I'm glad that we got that off. We'll get the new bushings put in there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get these valve covers and gaskets put back on there because we'll be going home for the day pretty soon. Up next, we are gonna try to replace these body mounts. This is gonna be a fun task because they are very rusted in there, but let's give it a go. These are really eating my lunch, man. I said it was gonna be a pain. Like I knew it was gonna be difficult. I had no idea it was gonna be like this. The radiator support was right here, and there was a nut in there holding it on. So that broke off. So my assumption is this metal sleeve under here, and then there's like, the rubber bushings in between. That bolt and the nut on each side was the bolt head on the top of the radiator support, and the nut down there. My thoughts is that it just sandwiched together, right? Well, apparently not, because I have no idea. I've been prying and prying at this top sleeve. I've been cutting at the rubber. I've been doing all kinds of stuff to get that thing out, and it's not budging. I'm trying not to break out the plasma cutter, but it's probably about to happen. So it's still really hot, but I wanted to say I was absolutely right. It is just sandwiched together. Anyways, this should have pulled out from there, because the bolt being broke, it should have pulled out. Now I just gotta do it one more time today. I think 4 more times overall. Let's see if this one here will go a little easier on us. Doubtful, very doubtful. I'm gonna either replace or fix this, but dude, I didn't know how this stuff comes apart, so I just did what I had to. Anyways, this comes out of there. If I could get looby dooby up inside there, that might do the trick. But let me just clean it up a little better. Keep spraying it with some looby dooby, and let me just see if we can be a little bit more tactful about this one. So as it would turn out, mistakes were made on that side. This side, I put the same impact on that I did that side. I tried on that side, held it with my hand, and it actually backed right out. And we went up with a busted, cut in half sleeve on that side. Nonetheless, we got them out. See about either replacing or repairing that sleeve, and then we'll go back in with new bushings. If any of y'all tell anybody that I cut that in half to get it off, I can deny it. Never happened. Never happened. So as I'm waiting for those body mount sleeves and washers to be done in the powder coating cabinet, we're gonna go ahead and degrease as much of this frame and stuff as we can, because while we're in there, we're just gonna hit it with some spray paint or Rust-Oleum or something. Just using purple power degreaser and whatever brushes I could find around here, a paintbrush, just flopping it on, just kind of getting the dirt and grime, as much of the big stuff off as I can. Sandblast it and powder coat it, in a can. Those cans over there. All right, I got those body mounts, bushings for the radiator support just mocked up there, obviously. And you know what? I think those are gonna be just great. Energy suspension. I can't remember how much they were, but they're made in America. So while y'all were not looking, I went ahead and sent the frame off to be powder coated by a company named Rust-Oleum Gloss Black paint. Yeah, just kidding. I actually used tractor paint and painted the frame just like I did in the back. She's really coming together now. The only place I haven't painted the frame is right directly underneath the cab. And whenever I go to do the cab mounts, I'll lift the cab up and we'll do it then. We got them in, guys. My long tube headers finally came in. Put them on the truck. First thing we need to do is take off these spark plugs. I don't want to break them. I've broken spark plugs many times putting on headers in my LS. That dipstick off too. I probably should have waited to paint my frame. Take the dipstick tube off. It's a 3/8 bolt right here, and then it should just pull right out. Take votes in the comments. Are they gonna fit, or we're gonna have to massage them a little bit? I think we're gonna have to massage them. So if you voted yes, needing to massage it, you are the winner. I also voted that we're gonna need to massage them. I even tried to just mock the other side up a little bit, and both sides we're gonna have to manipulate them a little bit, but I think that they are gonna fit overall fine. Nothing just slides right in. There's been a small delay with my exhaust system, the headers. I'll show you here in a minute how that went down. Yeah, the persuasion of Tanya Harding just didn't do it for us this time. Sometime later, and a few dollars down the hole, they came in. And they actually just fit right in there like they belong, and they're gonna mount right up. I did a little practice test fitting it, because that way y'all don't have to watch me destroy another perfectly brand new set of headers. So. All right, now it's mocked up there. It is crazy how much easier things work and play out when you spend a little extra time and read what things are for and what they belong to and get the right thing. This side, option A was going to be to attempt number 3 or 4, hook an exhaust bolt out, or just go ahead and put them on, tighten the shit out of them, and maybe we won't hear an exhaust leak, and if we do, then just make the decision to go get the heads resurfaced. It's a good excuse to get the heads resurfaced. I definitely jinxed myself when I said it went so smooth and this is so much easier when you throw. It was still much easier than trying to make parts fit that don't belong. But we struggled quite a bit putting this side in, the driver's side in. We had to take off the oil sending unit, which I'm glad because it's got a new one. And in the moment, the heat of the moment, I broke a wrench tightening down the exhaust bolt. How I broke the wrench and not the exhaust bolt in there is beyond me. Saving grace is what I'm going for. All right, got spark plugs in, battery on, everything hooked up that I think that it needs to run, hopefully. If I screwed something up, which is not very likely. Okay, something's wrong. Maybe it is the battery. Dead battery, sure. I'm really glad it did not start because my transmission cooler lines were just exposed and made it look like a scene from Murder, She Wrote around here. Let me get those looped together or something. All right, test number 2, this time with a booster vehicle and transmission lines circulating. We did it, we did it, we did it. We got them in there. They sound so good. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice or not, but they sound good. They sound beefy. Just need to put the rest of the exhaust on there so it won't be so dang loud. Thank y'all for watching till the end. Please, if you haven't, do the things. Like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Come back next week and we'll get the flooring done. I've already got the kill mat, the boom mat, the sound ender, whatever you want to call it. And I'll have the carpet and we'll get that stuff put in. See you fellas and fellas next time.